Act like our existence is something quite absurd. We shall go the distance, we will not go unheard. Hold us down in torture, you barely said a word. But now the time has come, we will not go unheard. Ask now for forgiveness, our wrath you have incurred. Stand aside and witness, we will not go unheard. Stand aside and witness, we will not go unheard. Our kind in isolation is what you have preferred. Hate and defamation, and we have gone unheard. Act like our existence is something quite absurd. We shall go the distance, we will not go unheard. Hold us down in torture, you barely said a word. But now the time has come, we will not go unheard. Ask now for forgiveness, our wrath you have incurred. Stand aside and witness, we will not go unheard. Stand aside and witness, we will not go unheard.
Hello and good morning, my crafty creatures. We get to start the day off with a frog. Because whoopsie doodled. I was supposed to start down here, but I started up here. So I have to pull some strings. I have to pull a few strings. Not a lot, because I literally just started. Today is my day off from work. Yay! I'll be in the basement moving wood. That was pretty painless. So I did not finish the page yesterday. After I logged off, I went and I played with the dogs, and I got distracted by housework. So I didn't cross stitch after I logged off yesterday. But that being said, I think today we'll get a page. We have 8 more colors, and we don't have a lot of space to put those 8 colors in. We have here, here, and we have little spaces over here. So I think, and that's what slowed me down a lot yesterday. I kept having to swap out colors. Yep, actually, this makes a lot more sense. We're gonna color 825 for the next like 5 minutes. So some of my stuff has been coming in, and some more came in today. Wasn't anything horribly exciting. A lot of it just winterizing stuff. But today what came in was door door stripping, so that I can pad and insulate the bottoms of my doors. Oh. Wow. 39 months in a row. Yes, thank you for the sub. Oh. You triggered my trap card. Oh, hello, dragon. We're gonna get a page finished today. I thought I'd get it yesterday, but I was wrong. But it's a perfect way to start to do work in progress Wednesdays for the page. And that was my goal. That was my goal for this month. Doo-doo-doo. So I've been working on my current works in progress and getting them out of the way. And I want people to know that taking apart a work in progress and restarting it does not count as a new project. I was working on a bag, like a wooden bottomed bag with my crocodile stitch, and I'd messed up enough times that I just pulled it all back out, and I'm starting it again. Same yarn, same everything. I'm just starting it new because I've improved. Yes, incoming ad break for those of you who are not subscribed. But I pulled it all out. I recaked all the yarn, and I'm starting over again. And it already looks so much better now that I have more experience with the stitch. Cause like the first couple rows, I was still new to the stitch, and by like the point where I was like, no, I really need to restart this, I was actually getting really good at the stitch. And then I did my hood that is still downstairs drying, and really good at the stitch. Like I'm impressed with myself. So I was like, no, this bag deserves better. And that's what I've been doing. But I've managed to get quite a few crafty projects just done. I have my kitty coasters. And while yes, some of the projects that were works in progress were relatively new that I had started just before I sat down and had a conversation with myself and went, you have too many things going on and you need to finish them. So the cat coasters and the dragon scale hood were relatively new, and they're both now complete-ish. I gotta play with glue today with the cat coasters, but I'm getting them off my table and into my product line. My next market is October. Let me take a look, see. And it's a weird market. It's a Halloween market. So hopefully I do well. Yeah, my next market is October 25th and 26th. Super excited about that. And then I have another one November 1st. So it's gonna be, and then almost all of November I have markets. Actually, yeah, I have every weekend but one weekend I have markets in November. I'm trying to think. Oh, no, I have to work on my birthday this year. Oh well. Hey, 25 is all done on the page. Woo-woo. Yeah, I have lots and lots of small colors left to finish up today. and then I'm gonna cry because I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look to see if there's any like medium-sized colors that I can start the next page on. But chances are it's either gonna be black or dark blue because that is those are my options. Before I was putting the color away, I was making sure that like none of these little stitches had the 825, and it didn't. Okay, let's. $9.30. I already have a $9.30 that I'm gonna toss the unused $9.30 into the bin. Only one bobbin in the case at a time, so I don't overuse. $9.30. I think I grabbed the wrong end of the $9.30. Oh my goodness. Adventures in String. Thank you for coming to my String Wars. You guys can't, well, yeah. Rest assured, I am fighting with the string right now. Because I think a mouse got into it at some point in time. And I'm just gonna have to deal with that reality. It's okay. Yeah, all these colors that I'm currently working on, I literally have like less than 10 stitches of each color. So it's a process. One of my favorite colors is up next, 996. It's an electric blue. And back when I first started cross stitching, like it was very traditional. When it was like, I think 1997, 1998, I started cross stitching, and it was working on becoming cool again. But at the same time, it was still very much a traditional crafty craft. So my I have two that I consider my very first ones. I have a Tigger and Winnie the Pooh, and Pooh holding onto a red balloon, and I have the one that I have in my possession is a wolf and her three puppies. And per usual, well, I shouldn't say per usual, but it is not unheard of. My puppy one, the wolf one I did, has a counting error that is noticeable. It doesn't take too much away from the piece, but it's noticeable, and my mother points it out every time she sees it. It did well in the fairs because I was 15 fucking years old when I did it, and I love it. But it also reminds me that don't worry too much about your mistakes. because it happens, life goes on. Oh my goodness. So yesterday I got two really cool things in the mail. I got my new work bag, which is huge and awesome. It has wheels and it expands. So last night, um, people people at work, I adore them because they're like, "Oh, hey, I saw this and I thought of you," which is like that's the biggest compliment you can give me. Um, it, or the biggest insult. I don't know. I try to take them as compliments because when and it, and it wasn't anything like amazing. It was a tote. It was an empty tote that a resident in the ritzy end of the building, the independent living side of the building, had left in the hallway to throw out. And the maintenance guy, he comes over. He's like, "Yeah, this was just left in the hallway for us to get rid of. Do you want it?" I'm like, "It's an empty tote." Yes. So I took the tote. And normally I would have had to carry it all on its own, which isn't hard. But my new bag expands, so I was able to put the tote in my bag. And while yes, it looked kind of awkward because I didn't take the time to pack it carefully, my new work bag can take a tote. 9:30 is all done. Okay. So this is one of my favorite colors. This is 996. It is considered light electric blue. And I literally have one stitch on this page. And it's not that I can't even combine it with another stitch on another page because it's the only stitch of this color in like the 5 mile radius that is the pages. But at the same time, it's such a noticeable color that if I skipped over it, it would be missed. So the things I do for one stitch, but I'm gonna loop start the stitch, so I don't have to worry about it too much. If I can undo getting it off the bobbin here, if I can, I somehow made a knot trying to get string off the bobbin. There are people out behind my house having a huge ass argument, and I'm not pleased with it. Yeah, this entire all 286,000 stitches. There's only 193 of this color. So and I'm sorry if you can't see it, but it's quite literally one stitch. I'm not gonna adjust my camera. Sorry, I love you, but not that much. I'm already going through string hell, doing all these one shot colors, which I should have done earlier, but I didn't. So here we are. Oh, also, if you were watching this stream, you weren't raptured, I'm sorry. But you're here with me, which I agree with many people on social media. It's a win-win. If it legit happened, which I don't expect anyone in my neighborhood to like actually poofy pants, so I'm still kind of stuck with them. But if the people got what they wanted, it's a win because they got what they wanted and we don't have to deal with them anymore. And if it didn't happen, we get to incessantly pick on them, and I'm sorry. I'm one of the kindest people you will ever run into. I have empathy even for those I do not enjoy. But at the same time, I'm gonna pick on you if you're a fucking idiot. Because I try to limit my news intake, and I try to stick to relatively independent. Well, they are independent, but they're left-leaning independent because, let's face it, I am a flaming liberal Stitcher. And if you didn't know that and you don't like it, see you later, bye. But for those of you who stayed, I do not think that human life should have been taken. I did not agree with him. I did not agree what he was going for, but people did. And I don't agree with that, but I also don't agree that his life should have been taken. That being said, I'm not embracing it. And friendly reminder, the opposite of hate is not love. The opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of those items is apathy. The worst thing you can do to someone that you dislike is not care. It is freeing for you. It is freeing for... It's not really freeing for them because they get really irked that you don't care. But I don't. If I don't like you and you're doing well, congratulations. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. Shut up, feature. I was getting deep there, fucking Pando. But just because I don't want you eating at my table does not mean I want you to starve. And I think that needs to be the message that is spread more. Unless it is base humanity rights, much like... So, maybe I wanted him to starve a little bit, but I don't think his life should have been ended. It's a complicated feeling, so I'm going with apathy on most of it. But when you get peace through violence, you're always going to have to worry when more violence is going to come, because that's how you obtain the peace. When you obtain peace through teamwork, love, and community, there's a lot less worry because you have that soft power behind you that has people who are actually invested in care in where you go and how things are run, because they helped build it. Okay, 996 is all done. We are on to the 4-digit numbers. $37.50. This actually is a finisher color. This will close up quite a bit. $37.50. Which I think is with Paul Dance. Really? Wow. I have to go dig in for the color. after I take a drink. And I get to make a new bobbin for it. That's kind of cool. I gotta make a space because I'm not dumping this in my lap again. Before I came on to stream, I had to get a color. I had to get 552, which is a purple, and I oh hey look, the very first color I pulled out. It knew I was looking for it. See, that's how it works, folks. I don't have to find things. They just come to me. That's why I don't go searching. I have 2 bobbins of 930 in the tank here, which is hilarious. No, fine. Fight that battle. Okay. So 3750. All the prep work. Oh, hey, look, my other light bulb came on. I had a brighter thought. Okay, there's that. There's the color that I need. This is actually a pretty big color, so I'll... Just not in this particular spot. It's a big color elsewhere. It has 3,000 stitches, so... I did finish. I did close out that color. Time to zoom in. Okay, so this is actually a relatively easy, at least in this area, because it fills in all that area. Starting to roll downhill again. It's that time of the year. The house is shifting. It's one of the projects I hope to fix today. Unfortunately, it won't help anywhere here, but... Well, maybe. Maybe it'll help. Maybe taking the pressure off the sill will even out the house. Who knows? Yeah, these little colors are generally the boring ones. That's why I try not to stream them, but I was not a good rose. And while yes, I could have skipped ahead, at the same time, I know myself well enough that had I done that, these colors would have been avoided. So I always finish a page before starting a new. I know, they wouldn't have been avoided, but I just had the realization that because I'm sitting here and unfortunately I'm processing work events last night and and I'm sitting here going, I'm going on to overnights for a little bit. So that's some other breaking news that I wish I had had a little bit more of a base, but I'll make an announcement. The 1st through the 18th, I'm doing a lot of Wonko overnight hour shenanigans. So my stream schedule will be erratic. I'm hoping to actually do a few streams here and there, but I am not going to make a set schedule. But and in that at the beginning of every month we have to take the vitals of all of our residents to make sure we have a baseline to see if they've lost weight, gained weight, where their blood pressure is, make sure that they're still relatively healthy. And so if we get asked questions, well, what happened, we can answer. And going on to overnights on the 1st, I don't have to do vitals. It's kind of just it's a kind of a long, arduous task. It's not difficult, but it's annoying. Big reach. Too big reach. Yeah. Anyhow, I don't have. Start a new piece of string. This will just be a good end. I hear little dog bites. Woohoo! Okay. $37.50. All done as a color. Almost paid. I got 5 colors to go. I'm truly trying to avoid having to do black or a 939. Because I don't want to. But I have to be a big girl as an artist and accept that to do this piece of work, I'm gonna have to do those colors. Take the time to bobbinate. I've seen people on TikTok just doing this on their live. Just silent bobbing. And if I can ever figure out, well, I kind of have it figured out. It's just not through OBS. I have TikTok live on my phone, just not on OBS, which is very frustrating. Did finish it, and I finished the length of floss, so I don't have any minis. Don't have minis to worry about. Next up is $37.65. That's our next. Four colors to go. Okay, so kind of need to pay attention, but this is another fill in the color. Fill in the white spots. like to see his opinions. And I'm just trying to do that in sections. This is a weird one that fills in a lot of the holes, but at the same time, it also leaves a lot of blank ones for another color. Another shade of blue, I suspect. Coming close to a page finish. I suspect the last couple of colors are like 2 stitches, and it's just a royal pain in the ass. Do that one. This one. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, hello. It's win-win. I'm too much I'm too much heathen for the rapture to take me. Actually, having a talk with Husband Creature about this. It's not. I used to have a bumper sticker that said this. I love Jesus, but his followers scare me. Um, and it's true. Like I have no problems with Jesus Christ. I'm unsure of the Lord and Savior part, but as as he is portrayed in the Bible, I think he had a lot of really great ideas, and he was a very good person. As his portrayal in the Bible, for all I know, he could have been Peter from Family Guy. But his followers are a little intense. I accept him, but there's a few other parts of that eh. Okay, there's that. I'm almost done the page. That is today's goal, is to finish the page. It actually was yesterday's goal, but then I got distracted. I agree with that. And I actually know the pocket. Like, I can totally stand behind that. $37.99 actually is not a blue color, which is kind of surprising. This is $37.99. We have a whole four stitches of this. This is why the last page always just bothers the fuck out of me, is because it is, well, the last few colors. I should have done this off stream, and I didn't, so all y'all paying the price now too. Yeah. But what about the heathens that live in your household that might need your house and car? Like, I would gladly adopt houses and cars of people who are raptured, and pets. But if I'm gonna adopt your pet, I'm gonna need space for it. Okay, so we're looking at that one. Again, that's why I love Jesus. His followers bother me. Well, most of them. I have met. I can say with the my whole chest that I have met some truly true people who are of faith, who lead and live the life that Jesus laid out for them to live. They are not the evangelicals. And for that, if that is what they believe and that is what they hope for the really good ones, I want that for them. But everybody who's kind of a jerkhole about it, I'm gonna pick on you. Because if you clutch your pearls, I'm gonna giggle at you. For this one, for these weird colors, if it has a stitch nearby, I've been doing like 1 or 2 stitches to secure it because I hate doing just one stitch. It's not at all secure. So like this one, there's a stitch right beneath it. So that's 1 stitch less I have to do later on. Okay, we are down to 2 colors. 2 colors left on the page. I get it. I don't know, like, my theology is fluid. Like there are aspects of a lot that I like I'm not monotheistic. But at the same time, someone's got to be in charge. And now, who? I don't know. And maybe it's like a rotating schedule. Like, I have so many questions, but at the same time, I have questions. After I started asking a lot of questions, they stopped making me go to church. Religion, I respect. It fascinates me to no end. To no end. Faith is great. I have respect for people who have true faith. But I'm gonna ask questions, and this falls into there were signs. There were signs. Oh yes. My mom had the Tism Tylenol, by the way. Her mom had the Tism Tylenol. I'm not going to be nice about this one. I am not safe from the Tism Tylenol. I'm sorry, folks. Sorry. I have the Tism, and I'm going to blame Tylenol. And I'm going to go down, and I'm going to take my reboost dose so that I can keep the pain away and re-up my Tism. Because that's how it works. We got to continue taking the Tylenol to keep the Tism going. Or to make the pain go away. Or both. I might be bitter. Or angry. Or both. Okay. 38.42. It 42 is a blue. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was distracted by the colors. I know that makes like no sense at all, but trust me, that was the colors. Okay. There's that. I need the other one. Thank you. There's arguments and dogs barking behind my house today, and keeping Pixie in line is a silent battle because she wants to throw paws. Pixie is all about throwing the paws. If you have paws, she wants to throw them. I'm gonna take care of some colors. There are 3 stitches. I don't know why I started off this way, but that's how we went. Gotta figure this out. Only got 2 colors left. I can figure this out. I promise. Maybe. All the shades of blue. So yeah, the color that I'm working on is all these open spots, and then I just have one left, and I have a few open spots down here, but they're easily accessible from the next page down, and I'll nab them then. Or even if I'm over on this page. Pixie, no. Lay down, you're fine. No, you're fine. Hey, couche. hey, it's something that people need to be comfortable talking about and respectful in talking about. It's not it's not really a taboo thing, but it is a sensitive thing. Pixie, lay down, please. Lay down. Okay, I'm on the last color of the page. Almost at a page finish. Woo woo! Okay. I have one more color left to do. At least on the page. And then I have to make difficult decisions that I might try to avoid by pulling out like the three colors that I need over there. Which, yes, you might giggle at, but at the same time, true story. Because legitimately, the two colors I'm looking at are two colors that I deal with so much. And I knew it when I picked this project. I knew I was gonna have to deal with these colors a lot. But I just don't want to right now. Not what I was expecting another blue. This is what 3865 is. Was not expecting white. Like, legit. I was like, oh, it's not blue. So while I'm tickled pink, also a little confused. Mm-hmm. And this is one stitch. This is one stitch. That's not what I want. No, that's also not what I want. Okay. So. Okay. That's the last color I have listed. I do think I'm gonna. I hate just doing one stitch. This is another one of those colors that only there for a little bit. Oh. Yeah, I have 3 rogue stitches that I'm gonna fill in. No, 4 rogue stitches. We'll see how rogue they are. I'm gonna do a review of the colors, and if they show up over here, I'm just gonna leave them blank because I'll get them. I'll get this side faster than I'll get that side. But they will get done. Jeez, but that is a page finish, folks. We have gotten. Let's see if I can back it up enough. This is 3 pages. Guys, enough. Go lay down. Go lay down. Pixie, stop riling him up. There you go, baby. Go lay down. No, don't listen to your sister. Go lay down. Go lay down. And once it gets washed, it won't have as many speckles in it. Or as soon as it's up against something else, because there's nothing back there. So 3 pages is 8.27%. Okay. We're gonna do some color. No. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to. like it when I don't have to use an entire new piece of string for one stitch. So what I'm doing right now is I have open stitches, and with Pattern Keeper, I can check to see what I need to. I can check to see where like the next stitch is, if it's worth it. And in the case of this 926, it is not worth it at all. It's just easier just to get it done now. This color only has 375 stitches, so it's kind of like 996, where it's like just barely there. Even though I've had entire works, cross-stitch works that are 300 stitches. There we go. Problem with like these little starbursts, like this over here, is like there's so many colors. Is they're what create the bumps on the back. They're all confetti, and they make the back very bumpy and messy. That's what a lot of stitchers don't like. But they also don't suggest you reach for them either, because that creates a lot of knots and bumps and whatnot. So there's no winning in the situation. Raw and her epic string battle. But this is also another one of those highlighting colors. But I have a mini for it. I don't have to use a huge piece. And this is the last row of color. These two over here are 9. There's 2 down here, and they're 930, which goes further down there. And yeah. Okay, officially. Page. Woohoo! Okay. But I'm gonna, because I want to at least get a few stitches into the new page for tomorrow. A work in progress Wednesday. And I already wrote my page out for color numbers and everything. Today before stream, I was cleaning out my beading drawer, and I was organizing, like I was I need to do a lot of bead organization. I have a lot of beads because I use it for embellishment. I do jewelry repair. I have been known to make a few pieces here and there. But I took out all my string and wire and whatnot, and I put it in a different drawer because honestly, I use the wire for a lot of other things too. Okay, and that was 3:30. Oh, new page of paper. Okay, you're fine. No, you're fine. Going on to page 4. We're in page 4. Page 4 colors. And again, the 3 big colors for page 4 are 310, 823, and 939. Those are the majority of the colors. Go lay down. No, you're fine. No, you're fine. Go lay down. Okay. Page 4. Let's see how... Dogs got nosy. At least maybe they'll leave me alone for a little bit. I'm not going to tell them it's okay because then they'll come back and be assholes. I said go lay down. They knocked over my new paint holder. Like I have a spinny paint holder that I keep all my open things on, but I just purchased or I just received one that I'm gonna put all my empty ones in to put, not my empty ones, my full ones in that haven't been opened, and put them right next to the ones that I'm currently using to get them out of a drawer. Okay. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Okay. I know what 310. I know what 310. Let's see. I have to mute you guys. I'm going to use my big girl voice on my dog. You guys didn't do anything wrong, so you don't deserve to hear my big girl voice. Okay, there. Yeah, they think I'm ignoring. I'll even clean up the messes. I'm ignoring them until noon today. Pixie, enough. $8.23. Well, that's a pretty. This is. Oh, that doesn't show up too great. 823 is the year, but it doesn't start close enough that I feel safe counting out. I want to start on this edge, and it's looking like it's going to be black, which makes me sad. But we start seeing the other ear pop up again. The next row, because we have 3 pages left. Yep, 3 pages left on this. So we're halfway done. With this page, we're halfway down this row. Oh, it's all. Okay, unfortunately for me. Go lay down. When I say certain words, they seem to think it pertains to them, which gets very frustrating because they know the rough time markers, but heaven forbid I make choices to stay on later or leave earlier. So they're kind of assholes like that. I hope any new people. No, I'm not even. I just got done one page. I got done this page here, and I'm halfway done the first row. So I mean, I hit some goal marks, but no big finish. I'm getting ready to work on about 50 billion stitches of black though. Oh my goodness. Oh, no. Yes. This is cross stitch. It's old school diamond art. It's string diamond art. Because in theory, I could take this pattern and I could make it a diamond art painting. It would probably take just as long. That's the beauty. It's pixel art. I say, I call cross stitch old fashioned pixel art. Let's see. My friends, 310 is going to be where we are sitting for the foreseeable future. Lots and lots of block stitching. If I can manage to untangle whatever the holy hell this is that I did with this string. Because it's all me. I know it is, but what did I do? Maybe I figured this out. Woo? I did. I figured it out. I got it all done. Got it all free. What happened was I started a piece and then I lost the piece and then I found the other piece. And yeah. Yeah, after this top row, we start to get to see a lot of the details of the face and whatnot. So we'll see a lot more color. We'll see the sun part, the moon on his forehead will start coming into view. Yeah, we're just kind of setting up the framing. But in the same breath of air, around the edges, it's almost all black and 939, which is dark navy blue, or very dark navy blue is its DMC. Funny enough, DMC does not actually give its colors names, because everybody has the color variance is subjective, so that's why they give their colors numbers. Is you can say, oh, 310, and you know that I'm talking about black. But they also, like, the people who do parse out the names, it's so funny. Like, I was working on a kitten one that looked like it was my very first 18 count cross stitch, and it looked like an oil painting when it was all done. And one of the colors was very light toffee brown, and then another variation was extra very light toffee. I'm like, guys, just give me the number and let's go. Okay, we're moving back up to the top. I gotta adjust my camera. I gotta adjust me. This is weird. I gotta go over further this way. I'm gonna have to adjust my camera. All my cameras have to be moved every time I get a new page, which is okay. But it's now I have to work at the top, which I hate because I hit my fingers and I'm gonna whine about it. I love that I love that I hit it, but I'm gonna whine about it. I'm gonna kvetch. I'm gonna kvetch about it. Okay. And I'm gonna do 20. I'm gonna do 2 columns up, down. I do think I'm just gonna do this, set up the 20 across and then make my X down at the bottom. And I'm gonna call it a stream. I got a page finished. I'm halfway done the first row. I hit several reasonably big goals. Next one will be a row finish. Well, obviously the page finishes, but the next big goal will be a full row finish. And I mean, I've been working on this for a year. Well, not even a year. I think I started it in January. Because I took a break. I took a small break after Buffalo Woman to get other things done. But almost a year. One, two, 6, 7, 10. Okay, we are set up for next stream essentially. Well, next stream I work on Divine. Okay. As my dogs run off. No, you guys are being turds. Today, I got only 143 stitches done, which I was kind of expecting just because of how much I had to swap. Up to 8.28%, which is really good. I would like for the end of the year to hit 10%. Like, I've just kind of, because life is about to get crazy with the holidays and everything like that. So hoping to hit 10% by the end of the year on call dance. Not call dance. Call dance has his own itinerary. So, but hope everybody has a great day. Drink your water, take your meds. Don't forget to get raptured. Make your appointment. Be kind to yourself without harming others. Be kind to others without harming yourself. I will see everybody on Thursday at 9 a.m. when we'll be working on Captain Peanuts. Thank you